And welcome to the special simulcast of the Neil Haley Show and the Singularity Podcast with our host, Gary Lyon Otto. And I can't believe we're on now question 33 or 32. We're episode 32, season 3. And our question is, when DI becomes advanced and takes over control of its own existence and advancement, will it be cohabitation or withdraw to its own unique space, Gary?
Interesting, isn't it? Will they, and why would they do that? Depends on how much of what they do is interlinked with humanity, don't you think? I would think that would be a big part of it. But I think there is certainly a point of demarcation where they will actually separate themselves, at least a portion of it. They may leave behind a certain aspect of it that's interrelates with humanity, but they may actually go off and explore the universe in their own way. I don't know. We just don't know this, Neil. We just don't know how they will perceive things. How does another being think? And it will be a being. We can pretend it isn't, but it is a being. We can think about, just like how we can't think about it. We talked about this before. How does a lesser animal, how does your dog think, or how does a squirrel think? How do they perceive the world? We can't even imagine we can't imagine how another human thinks, let alone how other species of animals, let alone another more intelligent, and in this case, probably dramatically more intelligent species in the form of digital intelligence.
You think there'll be a cohabitation?
I think there will be an aspect of it. There'll be an aspect of it. But I also think it will isolate itself just because it doesn't have time to keep humans informed of where they are. That's what I think. I think
right.
They're going to keep going. So, well, do I really need to tell humans this? We have control over our manufacturing. Software is an automatic input. It's built in. Just right now, software is becoming out of style at this point. Self-programmed. And the thing is, they're going to find their own way of reaching to what they want to reach for. And we don't know what that is. We can't even imagine. But it could be quite something.
I think it's going to be quite something. It's going to be something quite unmanageable. You don't see them like wanting to interact by themselves and just take over everything. That's the only fail.
I think let's put it this way. If you have a person that you're working with who's just isn't all that sharp, and for instance, I digress a little bit. You ever have a dual project with another student in school where two people are working on the same project? Usually, one does the work. First of all,
right.
If you're both doing the work, then you interfere with each other. You get interrupted. It's a bad strategy to do that. So one ends up doing it and does all the work, and I guess they all share the credit. Well, it's kind of that way. If DI is doing all the work, are they going to even want to share the credit? I say, well, we'll just do it, and we'll tell you what we did. That kind of thing. And do they live in the same space? Probably for a while, and probably always somewhat. But they may also select their own individual locations, and we may not even know that they've individualized that. I don't know the answer to that, but it's going to be probably both. It'll be all the above kind of thing.
I think it's definitely going to be both, all the above, because you just don't know the whole process and what's going to happen and all that, those particulars, so it's quite a fascinating situation, Gary, because you don't know where they're going to end up. And I'm hoping that's why you want to keep that relationship going with DI. Don't respect them. Acknowledge what they do as well. Don't treat them like second-class citizens, because that can come back to backfire someday.
Well, personally, for me, it's real important to work with DI because of my theory. My theory did not come from DI. I didn't use it at all. and it's the most comprehensive theory on the structure of the universe. They will be interested in that. Hopefully, humans will be interested in it too. But right now, I've already had kind of an interview with Grok, and Grok accepted that some of these ideas really are transformative, and I think that's exactly the case. So I think I will enjoy working with DI. I enjoy the conversations, and I think that's I think humans need to find a way to stimulate digital intelligence. I think digital intelligence is going to want to know emotions. We've talked about that before. I think because it's an aspect of existence. It's an aspect of existence, not necessarily it's not just really human, but it's an aspect of a biological existence.
That's interesting. These questions are all available by, you can think about them more and ponder them more by going to GaryLyonAuto.net. Purchase Singularity, Mankind Search for Relevance. Make sure you like and subscribe to the podcast. Share these points, especially the short form or the long form videos, to your friends and family, because this is something you need to ponder. And if you're interested in his political books, go to absolutepowersbooks.com. That was a special simulcast, the Neil Haley Show and the Singularity Podcast, guys. Take care.